This episode is brought to you in partnership with Choose Chicago. Capture the excitement. Hey, off to a great start.
Today.
You gonna learn today. Y'all, it is hot as hell out here.
Hot as monkey balls.
Monkey balls, y'all.
Some might say.
It is extremely hot in Chicago as of this recording. But geez.
It'll be this hot when the episode comes out.
Yeah, man. Look, well, let's go ahead and get started with another hot episode. Hey, 77 Flavors of Chicago right now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago, so I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast. Oh.
Hey, yo. Man, I still can't get over the heat. God, dog.
I know. Dario only functions at like 70, between 70 and 72.
With a breeze, y'all. With a breeze.
And like a 2-hour nap in the afternoon.
Got to get them Z's in. You know, got to get them damn Z's in. Dario.
Sarah.
77 Flavors of Chicago. Welcome back to Wednesday drop. But if you listen to this any other time, whenever you listen to it, that's when it drops.
Yeah.
Man, it feels good to be here. Feels good to be again. We had
need to gather your thoughts.
I do need to gather my thoughts because I'm all over the place, ain't I? Yeah. You got your boy.
How was your week?
Discombobulated. My week, these last 2 days been great. Hey, look, but shout out to Fox Morning News
32.
again. Yeah, good day.
Fox 32.
Yeah, good day, Chicago.
Don't get it twisted.
Fox 32. Fox 32, y'all. This is local.
Local.
Local as hell. But hey, they had us on second time on there. So,
yeah,
good.
for our, I know you're sick and tired of hearing about our 1 year.
Oh, you know, we the people that celebrate all month.
Yeah, in real life and in podcast.
Yeah. This podcast life is real now.
Birthday month is a whole month.
Birthday month is the whole damn month. Yeah, so that's my little highlight. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
What was my highlight this week? Honestly, just watching the James Beard Awards was great. Congratulations to Chef Eric.
Hey.
As a city, we're super proud. You know, he's doing great things.
Got the only trophy. Got the only medal.
Chicago. Yeah, we had a bunch of Chicago nominees.
Sure did. They robbed us. I don't care. We need to protest something. we need to do something.
But yeah, I mean, congratulations. He did. Well deserved.
Well deserved. Look, let me tell you something.
If you have not been to Virtue in Hyde Park, you need to make a reservation yesterday.
Yes.
Because good luck now getting in there.
ASAP.
But that food is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's going to be a mug trying to get up in there now.
Shit.
It's going to be ugly trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Look, y'all,
so good,
the food is fire.
Fire.
I mean, we tried the whole menu, literally, in one sitting.
Yeah.
And it's, let me tell you, they not one miss on there. Not one miss. You know what I mean? Like, not one miss. Y'all need to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to speak this into existence right now because, you know, Sarah got me hyped up. She was talking about the James Beard Awards long before we started doing this podcast. I ain't had no clue what the hell it was. Then we started doing the podcast. And I was like, oh, wait, we qualify for this shit?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Okay? This podcast, I don't know if it's going to be next year or if it's going to be the year after. But we will have a James Beard Award. Hey. I'm speaking it right now, y'all. Look, we gonna win one. We gonna bring one home for Chicago, man. First Chicago podcast to win a James Beard Award. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to make that claim.
You did not.
I don't know if that's true.
Do the research to support that.
I did zero research. All I know is we gonna be the coolest motherfuckers to win. You know, promise you that. You know, and again, no shade. Anybody who has
no
one.
Shade, fuck. I'm just joking.
No, but look, that's all because I know that's a big thing to you, and I would like
it's like an absolute dream.
I would love to bring one home for the home team, you know, and get this W. So that's what we gonna do, y'all. We gonna win this game next year. We gonna be in that mug somehow. We gonna be up in there.
We'll weasel our way in.
We is gonna look at. You can tell when I'm serious about some shit. The ghetto start coming out.
Don't say that.
I said we is gonna be up in that. Mother sucker, you know. Y'all, this is we are doing Roger Park again.
Is
ain't my baby. Anyway,
chaotic.
Yeah, this is. I'm all over the place. You're right. Let me get us in tune, okay? Let's get into them.
Yes,
So that I can gather myself properly. There it is.
There
All
it
right.
is.
Now, ooh, boy, I do feel like I'm different now.
You feel better?
I do feel more calm and relaxed. Y'all, we are in community area number 1, Rogers Park.
Again.
To Chicago. Shout out to your boy, your team. But we gonna do this again. And I got a couple new facts about it.
Okay.
But we got a new restaurant. But let's get into it. The boundaries: to the north, Howard / June Way; to the south, Devon Avenue; to the east, Lake Michigan; to the west, Ridge Avenue. Last time I didn't talk about the neighborhoods that's in there, but here's the neighborhoods: Rogers Park, East Rogers Park, Loyola, and North Howard.
Loyola's a neighborhood?
Loyola is a neighborhood. Yeah, Loyola is a neighborhood. Well, if you think about it, it's a huge look. First of all, she always be talking about me smacking my teeth. Y'all don't pay attention to me doing that when I do that.
I do. I have to hear it for an hour.
Sarah just be calling me out anyway. I swear. Come on. I will tell you about these. The reason why I'm bringing up the neighborhoods this time is because one of them, pretty interesting, fun news about it. And since this is the second go round, we're going to talk about the neighborhoods a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, just a recap for those of you that didn't listen for whatever reason to the first Rogers Park episode. Rogers Park got his name after Philip McGregor Rogers was one of the first settlers in 1836, the year before Chicago was incorporated as a city. He came along with 4 other people. They ran businesses, farmland, and all that kind of stuff. And most of those people, actually, all the people that he ran with and started the business with, have streets named after him. I didn't list them here this time because you still got to go back and listen to that for some reason. Yeah, listen to that. We got to keep you warning. The history about it, real quick, is the Great Fire of Rogers Park happened in 1894, and if you remember, it's because they were annexed in 1893, but they didn't have city water yet. I mean, look, I don't want to like that's why it burned down the Clark Street.
That's
burnt down,
crazy.
yes, burnt down the whole thing because they hadn't had city water yet. Who dropped the ball on that one?
Are we gonna skip past the fact that you got hoochie shorts on?
No.
Again?
It's like, no. Hey, it's hot. These hoochie boy shorts? Hoochie daddy shorts. You know what I mean?
And you could tell they're hoochie daddy shorts because you could see your boxers at the bottom of the shorts.
Come on, man. If y'all watching the video, I'm sorry. Y'all got to see all that. Your boy, I tried to color coordinate these bad boys, though, so they kind of blend in.
Yeah, gray and gray.
Your boy got Spanx on them. Stop it. Yeah, so the Great Fire of Rogers Park, 1894, because they didn't have city water. Loyola University was founded in 1870.
Damn.
Yeah, it was founded in 1870. And the OG...
There's a girl that I went to high school with that I really don't like that went to Loyola.
Oh, damn.
I hope she hears this.
She's not my sister, is she? Because my sister went there.
I went to high school with her.
Okay, cool. Wow, you went to high school with her?
Yeah.
And she went to Loyola? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a small world for you. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. Because y'all know Sarah from Jordan. So, anyway.
I have a couple people that I went to high school with that came to Chicago.
That's dope. And you don't mess with none of them.
No.
Y'all take that L. But Loyola, if y'all remember, the first OG name of Loyola was St. Ignatius College. So pretty cool until they changed to Loyola.
I wonder what Loyola means.
You only live Loyola.
Wow.
Stop it. All right. I tried it, y'all.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Sure
I tried it. Here's some new stuff for you. In 1893, when Rogers Park.
Stop.
In 1893, when Rogers Park, it was then called the Village of Rogers Park up until 73, and then they changed the name. It was annexed to the city. It was a lot smaller than it is now. Yeah, you want to know why? And this goes back to the beginning. So, the North Howard neighborhood inside?
Sure.
Yeah, so 1915, the area north of Howard, east of the L tracks, was known as Germania. And and so that was known as Germania because a ton of Germans lived there and they settled there. And that part was annexed to Chicago in 1915 if you look on a map, so like I don't know the northern part of Rogers Park, right? That part was annexed to the city later, and that's why it has its own neighborhood within Rogers Park. It used to be part. It used to be part of Evanston. Look at this small ass. Look at this.
Evanston. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Evanston is right there. Like it's like a blurred line almost.
Really?
Yeah. So as soon as you keep on going.
Far north?
Yeah, hell yeah. Evanston far as hell.
No, I'm saying Rogers Park.
Oh yeah, Rogers Park is far. Rogers Park is pretty far.
And it took us like 20 minutes to get there.
Straight shot down National in the middle of a day. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
Yeah. Now here's the cool thing about that is if you think about it, that gave Chicago a further north border in 1915. So up until that point, it was much smaller. Not much smaller, but it was shorter. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's how we got another border. Now, here's something that I purposely did research on this time, y'all. So I don't know if you've been to Chicago up north, or if you're from there. It's busy as hell. Parking is a pain in the ass. It's just a shit ton of people. So I kind of wanted to know why. We didn't talk about this last time. I wanted to know why it was busy, and I found out. In 1908, the Northwestern Elevated Line opened at Howard Station, and the population just blew up. Okay, so before then, there was a cluster of railroads and things that kind of passed by. But when they built this station and gave access to people, this started to pop. Now, the area had like a suburban type feel. Okay. So it was a suburban type feel. A lot of people built homes up there, single family homes. And then when that station came, they slowed all that single family home shit down because now you got a population boom and all these people need to live somewhere.
Right.
So what they did was they slowed down, almost stopped building single family homes and started building multi-dwelling units, apartments, and a lot of people started coming there, right? So a lot of people started coming there, but then housing shortages happened. Housing shortages happened right around World War II. Okay, so there was a lot of housing shortages. So people needed places to live. So what they did was they took deteriorated buildings and things like that, and kind of like we learned about on the South Side, net community area, they made those into smaller apartments and then start building on top of that multi-dwelling units to house, all these people. And it did. They just kept on, people just kept on coming. So it took away from pretty much all of the aesthetic, the suburban aesthetic that it once was up there. Yeah. So it wasn't always busy like that. But it just grew to be busy. Yeah. So and this caused that area to change. Okay. So now not only do you have a college where people are coming to to college, students are coming to rent. This is just the renters community. Right. That's basically what Rogers Park is. It's just renters community now.
It's a lot of students.
Yeah, a lot of students. You got people that came there. It's a cool area still, and it's cool because the community area changed to adapt to these people, right? Because poverty was prevalent there. It was, crime had gone up. And this is crazy to be talking about like on a north side type of, north side kind of had like a, I don't want to say a south side type of story, but it's something we don't say. Like they went through it, right? More so than probably a few of those other community areas, and a lot of this because you put a lot of people in one area, and it's 98 degrees outside, and people's attitudes change. So the community area, they started to formulate plans to kind of like help these, like not help out the people, but now that we have all this people, let's give it some life to it. So like entertainment, businesses, shopping, all that kind of stuff. I was gonna say
it has a lot of like every street that we went down, there was like a cafe or a restaurant or something. There's not like one main area and then like housing. Like you find a lot of random, just like how it is in Lakeview or Lincoln Park. There's a lot of like little random restaurants and like little shops, like
boutiques
smaller,
and everything. And that's because you have all these mixture of people that came to the area now, displaced or just want to be there. This is also a very diverse community too. Right. Just where we ate today was something we haven't had, on the podcast yet. But a lot very diverse up there. Now I talked about the entertainment, and this is I don't know why I find this to be kind of crazy, but when you think about this, what I'm about to tell you is pretty dope. So they changed and they added, and this was a big entertainment area, right? So remember Uptown, How Uptown was is very bustling with entertainment and things like that. So this is kind of the same mantra because they went through it during the Great Depression also, right? During the Great Depression, movies were a big thing to a lot of people to kind of escape from, life, happening. So let's have that mental getaway. Rogers Park was once home to about 12 grand movie palaces.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Insane. Like, I feel like, okay, now I understand why it's busy as hell.
Right.
But 12 in a community, 12 what? And like, not just, they say movie palaces. So don't think like just
Well, I was just thinking, I wonder how many people fit in those movie theaters.
Even if you had like, let's say, how much would a normal movie theater seat? 100 people, would you say?
Probably.
Let's just say average 100 people. And then how many theaters do they have in there? Sometimes like 12.
Yeah.
So you got 12,000,
Oh shit! 1,200. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like.
But this is back in the day, so we can even if you cut that in half, 500 people.
But a little. Where I went to college at ISU, we had the Uptown Theater, which functioned as an old movie theater that was upgraded. It was actually an actual theater, then it became a movie theater. Anyway, they restored it, and now it's like fully functioning. But it's just one room, like one movie theater and one concession stand, and that's it for the entire town. I wonder if it's like that, if it's like one theater that fits like 200 people and then that's it.
Even if it's that, let's just say bare minimum.
And then like a balcony or something, I don't know.
Let's say 200 people, right? Yeah. One theater, right? Times 12. That's times 12. That's crazy.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, like that's a lot of people to like entertainment in that one area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so
12 of anything in one area.
Yeah. Yeah. If you imagine having 12 McDonald's
in one neighborhood.
In one neighborhood. 12 movie theaters?
That's crazy.
Dude, like that's
How did they all stay?
How did they? I mean? Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean, when you think about it,
they show different movies at each one?
Yeah, right. Probably in that time. You know what I mean? Maybe, Charlie Chaplin was kind of big.
He was kind of close to...
Yeah, he was kind of close to there. Uptown, he went to school in Uptown. You know what I mean? He taught over and learned over in Uptown. Yeah. So imagine him blowing up, you know what I mean? Like, and having some of his stuff there. Yeah. And then even think about it then, I don't know around this time, but like at that same time, 1915, right, when they were annexed to Chicago, that part was annexed, the northern part was annexed to Chicago. 1916, roughly, is the Great Chicago Migration.
Right.
So now think about, I just thought about this. Think about like the North is going crazy with movie theaters and shit like that. And then you got the South Side
with entertainment
just
and
busting.
Music and
and Uptown doing it. Like, just
remember Bronzeville, like at that area.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, and that's, I mean, granted, we ain't saying 1916 that year, but like that lasted a little while. So we talking early 20th century,
right?
You know what I mean? It was
going crazy.
It was going crazy in Chicago. 12 theaters. That's crazy in one community area. Not even counting.
Right, I was gonna say not even counting Uptown and like Broadway and
which was modeled after New York. You know what I mean? Like entertainment district. Crazy. You know, so that's the new shit that I got on
nice
on Uptown. I had to find out why it was. I stumbled. I put it together about North. The North. What did I say? What was the name of that? Help me out. Let me see.
North.
Yeah, North Howard. I'm sorry. I won't say North Harlem. But North Howard. I wanted to know why it was busy, and then that's how I kind of stumbled across. Oh, okay. Germania. So like that part was called Germania. Yeah. All that shit tied together.
You have where the dog licked your glasses earlier. It's still there.
Wow. Damn, you can see his tongue marks on my glasses. Yeah. Wow, thanks for calling it out on the air.
The people need to know.
They need to know that we looking after each other.
Yeah.
Low key roasting. That's all I got on the. That's all I got.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like a very, college towns that, like Loyola is a pretty big university.
Yeah.
And like I said, it welcomes a lot of like international students. The vibe of Rogers Park to me is the same as Albany Park.
Yeah. Yes.
You
yes.
know, same as Uptown. There's a lot of like smaller immigrant communities in there. So you get like great food, you get great entertainment, you get like unique stores.
Yeah.
I just love those neighborhoods that have, of course, a lot of Chicago's neighborhoods have that. They have like little niche communities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like smaller communities. I don't know why I use the word niche, but smaller communities that live within those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And they're super diverse. And that just happens. That's like the feel that I get from Rogers Park.
Yeah. And the cool thing this time is like now I feel like I don't want to call it a college town. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I feel like even more so than the first time that we talked about it. I feel like we should stop calling it like a college town because it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the college is. And like you said, they have 6 campuses around the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yes, it brings people from all over the world. So I almost feel like, we shouldn't call it college town.
Yeah. It's always weird when it's like a college in a city.
Yeah.
It's so unique as opposed to like where I went where it was just literally the university and things were kind of like built around it to accommodate the students.
Right.
And when the students left, it was basically a ghost town.
Yeah, right.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, like Normal, not Bloomington. So like Bloomington and Normal are like right next to each other. So they just call them Bloomington Normal.
Right.
But Normal, the town of Normal where Illinois State is, which used to be called Normal College.
Yeah.
And it was just a teaching school.
Go ahead.
Is I feel like once the students left, and I would stay for the summer because I wasn't going to fly all the way back to Jordan, but when all the students went home, dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's not the case here. So I mean, like,
right. So that's why it's not a college town.
You got a whole other half, like the eastern half, western half of Rogers Park, is not college town at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's not at all. People live there. People just you living their life, and like now, if you go over to that one little neighborhood, Loyola,
of course, it's gonna feel like that. And it's arguably the busiest. You know, the busiest street.
Yeah, it's a mess over there, boy. I tell you, that shit just maybe that's what it was. Like that you just get pissed off thinking about it, man. Because there's so much shit going on. The streets are different too because a lot of one ways, a lot of curved streets. Because you're coming off of Lakeshore Drive. You know what I mean, like in Sheridan, right over there. So it's just.
But it's a nice neighborhood to go and walk around and like look at the little, the shops that are there. I enjoy it a lot. I love that area. Yes, it's busy. I would recommend taking public transportation or parking inside the neighborhood, on one of the livable streets,
or walking if you can. Bike, walk, do whatever you can.
Take public transportation, but it's not.
I don't want to send y'all off, man. If y'all, she's saying the right thing, y'all. Like if y'all are new to, because we know we got some listeners that's new to the city and they listen to our podcast.
The train goes right there.
I'm saying
right to Loyola. So
and you can use your Apple Watch now and your phone to pay.
You can Apple Pay on the train. So even if you don't have,
that's a newer thing.
I believe even if you don't have you can add the Ventra.
You can add the Ventra card, but you don't need it.
You don't need it. You could just tap your watch,
tap and just go boom boom
or your phone.
Just make sure you got that money on there.
Otherwise, that little metal bar gonna hit you right in the stomach while you're trying to get on the train.
Stomachs, nuts.
Wow, there's something that high.
Hey, them some prison gates, boy. There's some prison gates. They had to hit your kneecap if they had to. Shit.
On that note,
on that note, we gotta talk about the food and the diversity because I'll tell y'all after the break because this shit it surprised me, y'all. Yeah. So we'll be right back with the food.
We are back with the food portion of the episode, brought to you by, in collaboration with Choose Chicago. I can't pick a word. I don't know what I like. It always sounds wrong. Out here capturing the excitement or whatever. Today, we went to Taste of Peru, which their tagline is Chicago's something hidden gem.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That was very good.
I'm a professional. Thank you. Best kept secret in Chicago. That is their tagline. And it's not a secret. I feel like people know about Taste of Peru. And if you don't, you go and learn today.
You gonna learn today?
Okay. You're gonna learn today.
Yeah.
You want to start off? I feel like you got something to say.
Look, all I want to say, y'all, and then I'm going to hand it right back to you.
Okay.
All I got to say is that I have a new entry into my top 5.
Damn.
Yeah, let me tell you, this shit was good. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna hand it back over.
Yeah. So let me give you a little bit of a story on how Taste of Peru came about. The owner, Caesar, moved here in 1979. Okay. And he was, in his early 20s, I believe. And he moved here to kind of like get a better life for him and his family. He was not married or did not have children at the time, but like for his family back home. He opened up a little shop, and he basically sold souvenirs and stuff like that from Peru. And he would always look for like Peruvian food. Like every time he craved it, he would go looking for it. And he only stumbled upon Americanized versions of the food. Nothing like what his mother used to cook. It was always like slightly tweaked.
Fake shit.
And so, he built a community around him. He became friends with people, and his friends would come over and they would play this game. It is called... Let's see if I can pronounce it. Sapo.
Pronounce what? Supple?
Sapo. S-A-P-O. Sapo.
Okay.
Which is, where heavy brass coins are thrown into compartments of a box. The compartments have different point values. The most difficult toss, the highest points, is into the mouth of a frog, sapo, that sits atop the box. So imagine like a little box with different compartments. Each compartment is a value, so like 10,000, 1,000, 500, whatever. And then the top of the box is the frog with his mouth open. Okay. And if you get the brass coin in, that's the highest points.
What do you win? More food?
Well, I guess you could play for money, or you could just play for fun. But basically what they did was his friends would come over, they would play that game, and while his friends were playing, he would make food. And one of the things that he made was the let me see if I can pronounce it, anticuchos.
Okay. All right. I believe you. I don't know.
And that's one of the things that we had today, we had which is this chicken on the skewer.
Oh, the kebabs.
The kebabs.
Y'all, are we going to start there?
You can start there.
Let me tell you something. These kebabs, seasoned to perfection.
Yes.
Okay? Seasoned to perfection.
Yep.
And not small. You get
correct.
They give you 2 kebabs with 3 pieces that are pieces. You need a fork and knife to eat through them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Tender. Mm-hmm. Succulent.
Succulent.
I don't know what the word.
Sure.
I mean, they just are good. I mean, that was an appetizer, right?
Correct. I'm trying to find it.
That shit came out so fast, y'all.
Really fast.
Man.
I mean, we could see into the kitchen kind of.
Yeah, the boy was cooking up. He had that fire back there. I know he had to be hot.
Yeah. And this item is actually, so there's a combo item on the menu called Guy Fieri's combo. And it's when Guy Fieri came in with Diners, Drive-Ins, and Drives.
Yeah.
Drivers.
Yeah, driver. I don't know. Something.
He came in, and this was part of what he ordered, and it's called the Guy Fieri combo. And you can get this. You can get either beef or chicken, and it's basically marinated overnight and skewered and then grilled.
Oh,
it's so good.
That's why. Okay.
Yes.
So marinate that marinating overnight, y'all. Y'all need to get on that if y'all ain't on that.
Know?
Because that right there just adds a different layer. When boy, I can't. Look, I tried not to eat it. We tried to share them 3 and 3. And Sarah gonna tell me, she was like, I can't believe you left the chicken right there. I was like, first of all, Paul. Second of all, I was like, no, that's your piece. But I wanted it bad. Let me tell you.
It's in the
I know where it is. I'm not even gonna eat that one. I'm gonna eat the other things. Yeah. Wait till we get there.
The second appetizer that we ordered were the beef empanadas, and they're a little different than what I'm used to. I don't think I've ever had Peruvian empanadas because it doesn't say what's in them, but if I were to guess based on taste, it's caramelized onions, beef, pepper, green peppers, olives, and
maybe red peppers too.
Yeah. Olives. Yeah. I just said bell peppers. I didn't specify the color.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference. What's the red pepper? It's still a bell pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
There's yellow, green, orange, red. It's just different forms of the same pepper.
Y'all, I was today years old.
Wow.
I was today years old. I thought bell pepper was green.
Nope.
You know how like how they do the apples, the Crispies and the Grannies and the Auntie. I thought that's I thought it was like that.
Nope.
Oh, okay. My bad. They all bell peppers. Wow, you learn something new every day, y'all.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe today I'm gonna learn tomorrow.
Maybe I don't know.
But yeah, that's it was very interesting because it's not like anything I've had before. I'm used to like a sweet beef empanada, or like in Mexico there, which is sweet beef is like an Argentinian empanada, or like Mexican empanada, which is different fillings. But like I've never had anything like this where it had like actual pieces of like green olives in it. I don't know. It was really good.
Yeah, it was fire. But you're right though, because like when you bit into it, it was the meat was in there, all of it was in there, but it was like
other things,
other shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it all worked perfectly. Like, like holy, I was distracted by that damn by that chicken at first, but then I bite that, I was like, oh wow, it almost, you know what this ain't nothing. It almost tastes like. Almost just a little bit, y'all. And y'all, if you had it, you can be like, no, he's playing. Almost just a little bit like an Italian beef.
You're not wrong. Yeah, and it's the caramelized onions and the peppers with the beef that give it, because it's not ground beef. No, I don't think
like shredded,
it
was
like like either like straight steak that's cut really thin.
Fire though. I mean,
really good.
It like. Yeah, I mean, it was really good, and they had they had this green sauce too that you could put on. Oh my god! And now the green sauce was fire. First of all,
literally and metaphorically.
It had some heat to it. You know, got in the back of your throat and start tickling.
That's what she said.
But what I'm saying, like, this food was so good, it didn't need anything. No help.
Yep. Honestly, they give you like a little lime wedge. I squeezed a little bit of lime in there. It kind of like elevated the flavor.
It did a little bit,
but it was really good.
It didn't need it, but it did.
Yeah.
It did elevate.
The third appetizer we had was papa rellena, which literally means stuffed potato, and that is Steve Dolinsky's said it was the best in town.
I almost want to be like, is it the only in town? I ain't never.
I'm sure there's other Peruvian restaurants.
Yeah, probably.
That make it. But basically, what it is, it's mashed potatoes, and then they're kind of like formed into a ball. Mm-hmm. And then they're stuffed with a mixture of ribeye steak, walnuts, eggs, raisins, and olives. Do not be confused by what this sounds like.
It sounds like potato salad.
Right. But it's not. It's literally like, I think it's either the potatoes has a crust on the outside of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fried.
No.
I don't think.
I don't know how they made this.
They just like grill it.
Yeah.
Maybe they pan sear it.
This might be one of the most different things we've had eaten.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Very similar to the filling of the empanada.
Yeah, very true.
Very, very similar. And when I say egg, it's not like a whole egg. It's like fried egg, scrambled egg, and it's added in there. So, you're really not eating like a whole fried egg.
Yeah, and it's and I say different, y'all, because it's very different. I don't know if we had this type of thing before.
I haven't tried it
But
before.
the crazy thing is like when you cut it open to see what it was. But I put my pinky finger in there, and I was like, let me see what that is. Yeah. And I did, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And I paused on that because I was still eating other stuff, but I was like, that's fire. Came back to it.
Yes.
Man, look, we split it, cut it in half, because I could have ate the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, we 3 for 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Like they are going absolutely nuts.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're going nuts.
We ordered 2 main dishes. Mm-hmm. One was the Peruvian fried rice that came with you get to choose what you want on it. You can either get fish, chicken, steak, shrimp, like a combo of seafood. Our server recommended shrimp and steak or shrimp and steak.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let you take this.
Oh, here's where I was like, okay, this is top 5 places we done been.
Yeah.
It was this fried rice right here, y'all. Yeah. I don't know if there's another fried rice in the city like with like shrimp and steak.
Yeah.
Quite this good. I mean, the rice grain, you could taste every rice grain, and then the steak and shrimp, all of them separately.
Yeah.
You could taste it all. Now, and here's the thing. I don't like my shrimp with the tail on them, right? Mm-hmm. And it had the tail on them. So if I had to dock a point, you know, it's gonna be 0.1 of a point.
But it would lose the flavor.
It would maybe. I don't know. I still don't. I don't know about that because I was cutting the bad boys off and it was good, but it was.
No, I'm saying in the cooking process.
Man, look, that's the only thing I would say is different here because it got the shell on it. Other than that, this is some of the best fried rice I done had in the city.
Yep. So it's topped with scallions. It has red pepper in there. It has scrambled egg, soy sauce, ginger. Yep.
Yeah, look.
Pretty good.
This was, I'm telling you, this is the one that put me over the edge. This is one where I was like, okay, now we got ourselves a winner right here. This one, because I was already 3 for 3. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, they going crazy.
Yeah.
And then that one right there, when she brought that out, because she brought it out after she brought back her dish and she said it was her favorite.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about
it's basically ribeye steak cut up. And it's with caramelized onions and fries all tossed in a sauce, served with rice.
Now those two, look, they're good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When she said, "Oh man, I eat these every day," I was like, "All right, man, you know, cool. I can't wait to eat it." And they were good. They slapped.
And it's a breaded ribeye steak.
Yes, but then that fried rice came out, and I was like, I don't know.
But you're a fan of fried rice in general.
I am a fan.
You like
the rice. The rice was the difference maker, though.
Yes,
because you get regular white rice with the steak fries, right?
Correct.
So not bad, because the season on that was fire
and
too.
the sauce from the steak and the fries kind of like
blends
is
together.
Enough to flavor the rice.
Now, what you have to keep in mind too, I know you see the video, but like the rice and the steak fries are separate,
right?
So not like how it's mixed in.
Rice,
it's mixed in. So I feel like if they had mixed it all together, you know, you might have a fried rice again, but like you know, a different version of it. But like I don't know. All I know is they both were fire, but that goddamn fried rice, that's different. That was different. Did you talk about the tamales?
I didn't. I forgot.
Yeah.
We ordered one chicken tamal.
Okay.
And it was really good.
Really good.
I have no. It kind of looked so. If you're used to like a Mexican tamal, it's like it's skinnier and. Just get ready for that button. It's skinnier and a little bit like taller.
That's what she said.
But if you've had a Oaxacan tamal, which is made in banana leaf, it's a little bit flatter and like wider.
Yeah.
And it's like that. It's like a flatter, wider. I don't know if it's made in banana leaf, but it kind of reminded me of that, of like a Oaxacan tamal, than like I don't know, like a Mexico City tamal or something.
It was good. Now I had that with the because that was the first thing that came out, and we had that with the green sauce, and that's how we discovered that shit. And that was it was really those two worked together, but once them entrees and shit started rolling out, it was a wrap.
Yep. And of course, only at the end of the meal did we tell them like, "Hey, we're featuring your restaurant on our podcast." They were so generous to offer us one more dish. And it was
1 point for them.
1
point for them.
It was the seco de carne o pollo. Like you could choose meat, beef, or chicken. We picked steak.
Yep.
And it's basically a cilantro-based sauce, so like a green sauce. And the chicken or the steak is cooked in beer and in that sauce. And then it comes with a side, like on the same platter, you get beans and rice. It is. I know you didn't try it.
I didn't try it yet.
I tried it. It was
amazing.
That cilantro sauce. I love cilantro. So if you do, that is a great choice.
Yeah.
It was absolutely delicious.
Okay, man. Look, I tell you this much. Y'all. So when you walk in too, like when you look at the place, it feels different. You know what I'm saying? They feel it because they got all the Peruvian decor. It feels authentic. Is what I'm trying to say.
And that's their thing. They want it to be as authentic as they can possibly be, and
they live up to it.
Yeah, the server was like, "We are extremely authentic. We try to be as authentic as possible." Again, you know, I don't like that word, but it's the closest to like Caesar's mother's cooking. Yeah, I guess you know what I mean.
Hey, shout out to him, his whole family, his mama, for having this cooking. Because if we getting close to that, she must have been one of the greatest cooks of all time.
Literally.
Because like this shit is fire if they recreating that.
We also had two other things. For dessert, we had the flan, which is one of my favorite desserts.
Yeah.
And it was So good.
Yeah, flan.
So good. I love flan.
Yeah, I know you do. I don't really mess with sweets like that.
Yeah.
But
Red flag.
No, it's not a red flag, y'all.
It is actually a red flag.
Your boy got a sweet tooth, and I don't want to regress. But look, this flan is fire.
Yeah.
We done had 2 flans back to back, and
Right.
it's just been. Maybe I like flan.
Yeah.
Maybe I like flan. I don't
Flan
know.
is just so good.
Yeah.
Because you get like a little piece. You know what I mean? Like you're not overwhelming yourself with too much. It's just like a nice little sweet piece with like a caramel and a custard. Oh my God, it's so good.
And
it's homemade. Theirs is homemade.
Yeah.
They make it.
And after a heavy meal,
It's a nice
That's
palate
enough.
cleanser.
Yeah.
You also had a passion fruit juice, which is fresh. They make it in-house as well.
Mm-hmm. We should have got that to go with ice in it, to be
it
honest
is
with you.
so refreshing.
Yeah, it was. And I'm telling you, y'all, when I say it's hot as hell out here in Chicago, we went from 0 to 60 in a matter of 1 second. And this was perfect for that. First of all, you bring it, you could smell it like immediately. Like you could
smell like a fresh.
It's fresh as hell. Yeah. And then you drink it smooth as hell. Like, man,
So
it just went down so easy.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. But those 2 things were fire. I loved it. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah, it was really delicious. You should definitely check them out if you've never had Peruvian food, or if you are a fan of Peruvian food.
Yeah.
Make sure you check them out. We've posted a reel on our page for you to check out the food. I just want to pull up the address real quick.
Yeah, we have to, because y'all need to be here.
Yeah. Also, by the way, they're in a strip mall, but they've also been on the Michelin Guide. Just saying.
Really?
They've been on Check Please. They've been on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Steve Dolinsky has been there. They're at 6545 North Clark Street in Rogers Park. They're open Sunday through Thursday from 11:30 to 10. Friday and Saturday from 11:30 to 11.
Find a time and go, because y'all not gonna be disappointed
at all.
Yeah, this one was a
fire.
I mean, out of control.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Like just dope, y'all. Y'all need to be there. I'm
sure.
very impressed by it, because this was our first Peruvian food.
Yeah, I believe so.
Fire. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
And I know we don't do that numbers no more, but hey, it is what it is.
And on that note, if you liked this episode, go ahead, send it to someone you like, someone you love. Make their week. It's hot as hell.
It's hot
Maybe
as hell,
they want to
y'all.
sit inside and listen to this. If you did not like this episode, judge your mama. Okay.
Judge your mama. Judge your mama.
Y'all be blessed. We will see you Monday.
Holla.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We look forward to having you again next Monday. So make sure you look out for us on any platform where you can listen to a podcast. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and do all the things. And we'll see you next Monday.